I'll be sharing some owner insights and observations for my 2018 Fat Bob 114. While we do this, I'll show you one of my favorite rides in Central Oregon. Yeah, highlight the beauty out here. This is a Stage 2 bike. It's a 114. It's got the normal heavy breather on it, but there's a 2-into-1 Vance & Hines pipe and a cam, torque cam installed. This is the part of the road that closes up for the winter. Opens June 15th and closes about mid-November. I'll show the initial run up the mountain, and then we'll show the lava beds at the top and then the hairpin turns down the east side. There's a turnaround here for vehicles over 35 feet. First part of the run here is through the Millicamp fire, where it burned about 27,000 acres. The charred trees are coming back, the ground cover is growing back. The first stop is showing a great view of Mount Washington, overlooking the lava flows. The most recent, which have flowed 1,500 years ago. It's coming up to the top, close to 5,300 feet elevation. You begin carving through the flow, the lava flows themselves. Slow going around here. Many drivers, even motorcyclists, tend to overshoot the center lines. So you want to be careful, especially if they have a big truck. They don't want to scrape the sides. So good to go slow. Here's the summit with the D Wright Observatory up there to the right. Entering the Willamette National Forest. And then a little further on I stop, and there's great views of the lava flows and the trees growing in the lava fields. It's like another world. Mild wind today. And in fact, I understand this road can get up to 350 cars per day average. I prefer weekdays after 5, and you can see there's just hardly anybody here. Almost have the whole road to myself. There's a few. On the weekends, there's quite a few motorcyclists too, as you can imagine. These turns are so fun. They can entertain me for hours. In fact, I'll just go up, down, into the end of the 37-mile route, turn around and go right back. It's quite a blast. You get a couple of views like this, looking out over treetops. So going down the side here, this side we're heading into the forested area that gets a lot more water than the other side, so different kinds of trees, it's much greener. Fat Bob does not have to work too hard. You'll hear some deceleration pops occasionally, engine braking in the corners, and you can watch my right hand, you'll see there's trail braking as well. Set the suspension up. Oh, this view is gorgeous. I slowed it down a bit. Looking out to the right of these treetops. So there's a few connected series of hairpin turns like this one that get you down the elevation quickly. and some nice straightaways like this where you can get some speed. Now this bike has got so much low end torque and power that I could do corners in third and it would just pull its way out. I want to say chug, but the bike's not chugging. It's using low end grunt. Now, I got this bike after exiting my 2005 Dyna. It's an 88 with Vance & Hines short shots. Really sweet bike. Just not super great on the turns. So I got this one to have that kind of sporty ride and feel without the fairing and windshield in front of me like I have on the big touring bike. So enjoying it quite a bit. In fact, I'm very happy I made that decision. A lot of clutch and throttle. Leveraging the engine for braking. Corner trail braking. Sometimes just idling through with the clutch in. This bike is just so enjoyable. Minimal shifting, loads of fun, plenty of power. You can see how it handles the curves so smoothly, so easily. Not a lot of effort. The braking is amazing too. These front brakes are just so strong, they'll stop you. They'll surprise you with their stopping power, in fact. So a little bit of camera on the back here. I wanted to get some sound from the pipe. This pipe came with the loud or the racing baffle. I had to buy the DB killer. It was just so loud it would vibrate inside my helmet, resonate in my helmet. With the DB killer, you still get a really nice, tight sound. But you save your head. This is coming back up the mountain. So you hear the engine putting out some power to accelerate in between the turns. So I had to get used to the bike when I first got it. It didn't lean and flow and turn into the corner as easy as my CVO Limited or other motorcycles I've driven. You do have to put a little bit of muscle on it. It might be the larger tires, it might be a lot of things like geometry, but once you get the hang of it, it's quite a pleasure. You just have to throw a little shoulder at it, put some upper body weight and counter steer into that turn, and it follows nicely. So this is a really nice section in between the east and the west side. So heading back west, some nice straightaways here. Get some speed up and enjoy flying through the trees. There is an occasional elk you have to keep an eye out for. You know, one thing that attracted me to this used Fat Bob was these Trask handlebars. The previous owner had done a lot of things, but this just really stood out to me. Love the fit and finish. And really give it a nice look. Change the style of the bike. Raises my arms up a bit. And I wonder if it contributes a little bit to the kind of pressure you need to put into the turn. I don't know, but enjoy the look of these handlebars quite a bit. So that about wraps up these insights. Since these OEM tires are down to the wear bars now, I'm going to be changing to some Metzler Cruise Techs. Just about the only tires I can find right now during the whole supply chain issue. This is about end of July as I record this. So I'll put out another video on handling and performance with those Cruise Techs compared to these original OEM Dunlots. That's it. Take care. Have a great day.